yeah, I'm 10, 12 years in, I got 4 MVPs and 4 championships. Like, but do I still want to do this shit? You know what I'm saying?
You know how hard it is.
Some people will say, I want to go play baseball.
Right?
Yeah. And then I want to come back. Or some people say, I'm going to go 22 straight.
Coward. You know, there's no turn it on here, turn it off here. It's just 110% at all times. So, you know, if I burn out, I burn out.
Pierce had it poked away, stolen by Jordan. Lojas down on the floor. It's loose to Humphries. 4 to shoot. Humphries 3.
You like the idea. Jordan coming up with the steal.
Oh, look
again.
at that. The 40-year-old dives to the hardwood.
Kevin's a great player. I think that his legacy is complicated. You know, I don't like any guys who join super teams. I'm biased against LeBron when it comes to comparing him to Michael, joining Dwayne and those guys. Because, you know, when we had this debate, and LeBron's amazing and spectacular, but I was like, Michael didn't join anybody. He just kept getting his ass kicked and got bigger and got stronger and finally knocked the wall down. And, you know, Kevin, who's a great player, you know, other than the fact when he joined the Warriors, he hasn't been successful anywhere else. And I don't hold that against him, but he wants to be considered in that list. He's not on that list. He's not on that list. He's a great, great player, but he's not on that list. He wants to be like, wow, he's not in the GOAT conversation, because you're not, plain and simple.
Damn.
You had great success when you joined the Warriors, but not only did you not have success, you actually flamed out in those other places. You got swept last year in the playoffs. You didn't even make the play-in this year.
A single joke on a podcast just damaged Kevin Durant and LeBron James' credibility. They sat there mocking the greatest player to ever live, laughing about his darkest moment like it meant nothing. But the basketball world heard it, and Charles Barkley made sure they paid for it. What he later said on live television didn't just defend Michael Jordan, it exposed everything fake about today's superstars.
These superstars.
It might not be in the team's best interest, in your best interest, to play all 82. Is that something you thought about at all since you made the goal?
I mean, that's a goal, but yeah, we'll see.
The next day.
I'm available to go and be in the pro. If OBJ shows up, he might score 100.
We come to practice, he's on one leg. Like he was hurt the second year, he was on one leg the whole year and played 82 games. Wow. Like, and so he practiced every day and he played every game on one leg. And so he's like, man, MJ, why don't you just sit up? How can I be the leader of the team and sit out and y'all going through all the credit? I gotta be there.
I twisted my ankle and I had a teammate, David Greenwood. He says, you know, you twist your ankle, young fella, come over and sit with me. You know, this is, you need to. I said, no, man, I'm trying to make a name for myself. There's no way I can sit. You know, I need to get out there and show what I'm capable of. I want to play. I want to win. I want to make an impact.
And it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball.
Hello? You play to win the game. You don't play to just play it.
LeBron James
launched a podcast called Mind the Game, supposedly for deep, authentic basketball discussions. But anyone who actually watches it knows the truth. Every few episodes, they take shots at the legends who came before them, especially Michael Jordan. So when Kevin Durant appeared as a guest, the conversation shifted to the mental exhaustion of long NBA careers. Durant started talking about players questioning whether they still want to grind after a decade in the league. Then he dropped the comment that changed everything. He joked that some guys, under pressure, take a break and play baseball for a while, but others push through and play 22 seasons straight. Everyone knew what he meant. Baseball was a jab at Jordan's 1993 retirement. 22 seasons was a pat on LeBron's back. LeBron thought it was hilarious and started laughing like Durant had roasted Jordan perfectly.
You know what I'm saying?
You know how hard it is.
Some people say, I want to go play baseball.
You think it's funny?
But Durant and LeBron clearly forgot or simply didn't care about the context. Michael Jordan didn't retire in 1993 because he was bored. His father had just been murdered. James Jordan was killed during a robbery that summer. Jordan, at the peak of his powers, left basketball to honor his father's dream of seeing him play baseball. So when Durant casually cracks a baseball joke with a grin, it's not just ignorant, it's cruel. It turns one of Jordan's deepest tragedies into podcast comedy. And LeBron laughing next to him? That's co-signing it. Let's get the facts straight. Jordan didn't retire after losing. He retired after winning 3 straight championships, a three-peat, while carrying unimaginable grief. Calling that quitting isn't just wrong, it's disgusting. And the irony? Durant and LeBron are 2 of the most notorious quitters in NBA history. Durant joined the 73-9 Warriors after they beat him. Then he demanded out of Brooklyn, then Phoenix. LeBron left Cleveland for Miami, left Miami for Cleveland, left again for LA every time things got tough. Yet these 2 are mocking Jordan for leaving after a three-peat to honor his murdered father. Durant pushed the narrative even further, saying the real accomplishment isn't championships or MVPs, it's simply playing 20 years. LeBron nodded like this was profound wisdom.
To have a long career, that's the goal, to be in the league for 20 years. I tell you, that's the goal.
It's all about winning championships and winning.
Artis Gilmore told me one time, he played for Chicago, he said, if you expect to play a long time in this league, you better quit mopping up the floor. And I thought, well, he's crazy, because that's what basketball is all about.
Bird takes it away from Wilkins, goes to the floor and gets it. Gets it up ahead.
Yeah, I'm 10, 12 years in, I got 4 MVPs and 4 championships, like, but do I still want to do this shit? You know what I'm saying?
You know how hard it is.
Some people say, I want to go play baseball.
Right?
Yeah. And then I want to come back. Or some people say, I'm going to go 22 straight.
This rest stuff just drives me crazy. You're playing basketball for a living, okay? That would I understand if you're working in a coal mine that you may need a rest day after it. You're playing basketball.
But you have to really play hard. Does that hurt you physically?
No, because when I play hard all the time. You know, there's no turn it on here, turn it off here. It's just 110% at all times.
And that's exactly where their argument collapses. Jordan never chased longevity, he chased perfection. His only goal each season was domination, win championships, dominate both ends, leave everything on the floor. If that meant a shorter career, so be it. Jordan even said, if I burn out, I burn out. Durant and LeBron together have played 39 seasons. In that time, they've combined for fewer achievements than Jordan earned in 13 full seasons. 1 decade versus nearly 4 combined, and Jordan still comes out ahead. Charles Barkley had seen enough. When asked about Durant's legacy on live TV, he didn't hold back. He said Durant is a great player, but his legacy is complicated. He called out LeBron for super teaming in Miami. He said Jordan never ran from challenges, he stayed, got stronger, and won. Barkley then pointed out that Durant has only succeeded with super teams. And then he delivered the line that shook the debate. He wants to be in the GOAT conversation. He's not. Plain and simple.
You play basketball 2.5 hours a day, 3 hours a day. Right? That's your job. That's what you get paid to do as an NBA player. What are you doing the other 21 hours? I mean, to me, that's when you should be preparing for your next day of work.
Kobe didn't want to disappoint his fans, especially the ones in the 300 sections that saved up to watch him play. I remember asking him why he couldn't just sit a game out because he was hurting. He said, "What about the fans that saved up to watch me play just once?" He never forgot about his fans.
There's a trend in the NBA today. Modern players are trying to rewrite history. Knocking down legends like Jordan and Kobe has become a shortcut to attention. But Jordan doesn't need to respond. His 6 championships respond for him. His perfect finals record responds for him. His mentality responds for him. Jordan, Magic, and Bird earned everything, every dollar, every endorsement, every ounce of respect. Today's players get paid on potential, not performance, and it shows. So when Durant says the goal is playing 20 years, he exposes the difference between eras. Jordan didn't want longevity, he wanted dominance. Durant and LeBron want career length because Jordan already owns the greatness argument. NBC recently brought Jordan back into the NBA fold because decades later, his influence is still unmatched. When Jordan speaks, the league listens. When the NBA needs to fix its culture, they don't call LeBron. They call Jordan. Durant and LeBron can laugh on their podcast, but they're still measured against the man they're mocking.
All right, Laker Nerd asks, why is the triangle offense less utilized in today's game?
To try to run the triangle offense right now,
It'd be very challenging just because how the game is played and also how defense is covering.
10 to shoot. Jake going right to the rack. No defensive communication.
Why is ring culture so much more prevalent in the NBA than in other sports?
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it's discussed so much in our sport and why it's the A-all, B-all of everything.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
What do you think of when you hear the term load management thrown around?
It shouldn't be needed, first and foremost. You know, I never wanted to miss a game because it was an opportunity to prove. It was something that I felt like, you know, the fans are there to watch me play. I want to impress that guy.
Like you mentioned a little bit about today's game, because we had Clever on here and he talked about load management. He said, I don't know what the hell that is. Where is it going? And that's number one. And number two, how do we get it back?
Even for me, I love the NBA game, but then I turn on to a game, right? And then the stars are not playing because of load management. It's hurting the game.
Charles Barkley understood something vital when he spoke out. He wasn't just protecting Jordan, he was protecting basketball. Because the disrespect culture LeBron and Durant are fueling will eventually come for them too. Future generations will mock them the same way they're mocking Jordan. You can't rewrite NBA history just to make yourself look better. You can't tear down the 90s, the era that built everything you profit from today. LeBron's recent obsession with controlling narratives, from his podcast to calling himself the GOAT, is already backfiring. His laugh at Jordan's pain chipped away at his own legacy. Jordan never chased 20 years. He chased greatness. And in 13 seasons, he achieved more than others have in double or triple the time. Durant and LeBron tried to rewrite history in one podcast episode. But Charles Barkley stood up and reminded the world of the truth. Greatness isn't about longevity. It isn't about podcasts. It isn't about controlling the narrative. It's about respect. It's about how you carried yourself. It's about what you stood for. And by those standards, Michael Jordan still stands alone, miles ahead of everyone else.